Welcome back to Twin J Racing, everybody. We are going to change the 8 glow plugs and wiring harnesses on my truck. Yes, actually, on my truck. See, it's sitting there. I mean, it's already done, but follow along as we go through this. Welcome back to Twin J Racing, boys and girls. We are going to actually finally change the glow plugs in my truck and the harnesses, because we just changed the harnesses when you do the glow plugs. It's good operating procedure. I bought Motorcraft glow plugs. I almost said spark plugs, but Motorcraft glow plugs, all 8 of them. And then I got the Dorman harnesses. The boxes are here somewhere, but there's the old Ford one that came off. And when you get into it, which you will see in the video, that pushes into the rocker box cover or the valve cover, and that seats in there. And what happens a lot of times is you'll break those, or you'll break the harness taking it apart, or bad wire, and it's just easier to replace the whole thing. So we are going to do that in this video. I did the best I could to get some camera shots at different and weird angles, and I did a lot better on the passenger side than I did the driver's side. But there's a lot of messing around to get the glow plugs in and out on this thing. It's a 10mm socket on the actual glow plug itself. I got a custom tool, a trim tool I bent and made for pulling them boots out. I did it for a 6.0. You'll hear about all of that. But that's what we're doing today. We're going to get that knocked out while we're... Please follow along. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out my Facebook page, Twin J Racing also. And we're just going to get going on this. But we got to pull the inner fenders out. I already pulled the other side out. I actually have instructions on how to do this on the video where we did my daughter's power steering line. Pulled driver's side. They're both the same. On mine, I got the mud flaps, so I got 4 screws there for the mud flaps. There's one here in the dirt. There's one up here in the dirt. And then there's 2 up front here. And then there should be like, oh, I do have the fender ones on this side. There's one there, and one there. On the other side, those are already missing. I've had that one in and out so many times. But like I said, you want to see a full explanation on that one? It's in that other video. We're just going to go to time lapse on this one and get it out. And then, being my truck's on the weight loss program, you should be able to see the glow plugs right through the fender well on this side. The other side, they're right there, but I'm going to have to take the air box and stuff out and get to them from the top and the bottom on the other side, because there's kind of some stuff in the way on the other side. But we got to knock out glow plugs too. Maybe get my check engine light to go away. Probably not. Somehow it'll stay on, but we're going to go get after this. Gotta love when you tear your truck apart and you find that your power steering line is leaking. Don't know how well you guys can see it on camera there, But that's all wet there, which means that's about ready to blow. And that's the same line I changed on my daughter's truck earlier this year. Never ends with this truck. But anyways, we're going to work on glow plugs. This thing's always used a little bit of antifreeze and I've never been able to pinpoint it. But even looking at that, it looks like it's been leaked across the top of. I mean, for the longest time it was the radiator. I replaced the radiator and that's not leaking anymore. I don't know. Truly don't know right now, guys. Oh well, that's not the project at hand. Right now the project at hand is glow plugs, so we're going to work on getting glow plugs done. But let's get the rest of the teardown done. This truck is starting to wear me out. I can't complain too much. In all honesty, I haven't done a super lot to this truck, especially in recent history. Well, I say that, last year I put a ton of work into it, and stuff I'm doing now is not part of what that was, but it's all relative. The truck's got 320,000 miles on it, or thereabouts. Well, 320. It's got 330,000 miles on it, and as far as I know, it's the original motor, original trans. I did get a Carfax with it when I bought it, and per whatever it said, it had never been replaced. So the motor, to the best of my knowledge, is factory. The motor is, the transmission is, to the best of my knowledge. You know, the information seemed pretty good on it. Yeah, it is leaking a little bit, but let's see here. Right there. What are we looking at here? Okay, you're still looking at the mount and kind of the motor. But glow plugs, that's one. Well, I don't know. Yeah, this should be 1, 2, 3, 4 are all right there. I mean, some of them are going to have to be done through the inner fender well. And that's your glow plug harness there. And then your glow plugs are underneath of it. For this side, the other side, we're going to have to go through the inner fender to get to all of them. It's just the way it is on that side, because I am not taking all of this crap out to try to do it from the top. I may have to take some of this out. I don't know. Take the battery, take the washer out, or the reservoir out isn't too bad. I've done it a few times. Have I done it on this truck? I've done it on other trucks, but I mean, it's not the end of the world. So we'll see what happens, but if I can get it all from the bottom side, that's what I'm going to do. But it's kind of where we're at right now with this, kind of the heads up of what's going on. I'll set you guys back over here so you can listen to my heater run, because it is cold outside. Ugh. This here is a trim tool that was modified for when I did a 6.0 for a gentleman. This is what I used to pull all them glow plug boots off on a 6.0, because the actual tool is expensive as balls, or at least it was back then. And it was cheaper to buy the trim tool and make it work than it was to buy the other tool. Like, way cheaper. I don't know how it is now, if somebody now repops it, or makes a cheaper version of it. I don't know. Haven't ever really looked into it because, well, If I had my way, I'd never be doing glow plugs on one of these again. But, you know, my truck had other ideas, of course. All right. I don't know how to get you guys a better shot. Maybe something like this. Who knows? But we're trying to get this plug apart. This is your glow plug harness. This is your keeper to keep it in place. And once you take that apart, you should be able to push this that all the way out. Feels like it. There's the other end of it. Sweetie sweet. So now that just slides on the stud there. And then these are your glow plug boots. There's one. Alright, hold please. I know you guys are probably like, this is a terrible shot. Well, best I can come up with. We're trying to get to all this stuff on the heads. Got one out. I know when I did that 6.0, these here were miserable to get out. These aren't as bad. So far, I've been lucky and not had the self-ejecting ones. Yes, that's a bad thing when they self-eject, but it does happen. You crack a piston. So far, I've been lucky and I had to deal with that. And I know some people will be like, oh, take the rocker boxes off. And they're not hard. I've watched videos on pulling the rocker boxes. Or, well, the valve covers, rocker boxes. Whatever term you want to use for them. You know, whatever you think is the correct term. You know, 6 to 1, half a dozen of the other, in my opinion. Wow, them puppies are down in there a ways. But we'll get them. Manan, do, 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 do. Alright. Got 2 more. Yeah, I know you. When I edit this, I'm going to be like, what the heck was I thinking? Trying to video all this craziness. Oh, there's wiring in your way now. Let's see if I can. I'm hoping that's somewhat of a clear shot there. I don't know. I can't even tell. If it's not, let me know. Because I can't really see the back of the camera. You know what, we might try to do that one from the inner fender. But I'm not sure if I can get that from the inner fender either. I don't know, that one's kind of, it's in a bad place. It's literally right behind the dryer. Which, trust me, the first time I changed one of these dryers, I wish I would have known how easy it was to pull the fenders. You live, you learn, you laugh, or something like that. You live, laugh, love, something. I don't know, something chicks say. And then, yeah, they make, this one here is going to be the rough one, and I think it's behind a ground strap. behind some. Oh, well, no, that was just a zip tie that holds that together. Okay. Yeah, when I replaced the dryer on this, when I did the first AC compressor, it comes with zip ties to hold the housing back together because it's plastic, and when you fight with it and take it apart, it breaks. Go figure, right? Oh, man. You know, I miss my 7.3 at this point in time for doing glow plugs. Those are easy. Take the valve cover off and they're right there. New harnesses, you're golden. Not with this. This is not that simple, but that's life. So we did get them all out successfully. Here's the harness. The old harness anyways. Like I said, I got new Dorman ones. Now we got to figure out the glow plugs. I'll be back. Maybe. Alright. There's the extension. It's on top of the glow plug. Got a ratchet. Let's see how easily or how hard this comes out. I guess I overestimated this length of the extension I needed. Oh, okay. Got this little guy from Garrett at the PRI show. There's the old one, all covered in oil, burned up a little bit. Trying to remember which one it was coating for. I don't know, I'll have to look back through my phone. This one, if my memory serves me correctly, if this follows the normal Ford pattern, that should be number 1. It should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. If memory serves me correctly. But you can see, get the light on it. Tip of that's burned up a little bit. I've seen worse, I've seen better. But I ain't going to take no chances. We have brand new Ford Motorcraft. So that's what's going back in it. Brand new Ford Motorcraft. I mean, I literally just took it out of the Motorcraft package. So get that one changed. They needed to be done. Like I said, I got a glow plug code, and it could strictly be the module giving me problems, but I don't know. I wasn't taking that chance. inside now. Got them all tightened down. Got them all changed, all 4 of them on this side. Now we got our new harness to install. I mean, some people might be, well, it's a Dorman harness, it's not as good. No, I've had pretty good luck with Dorman stuff. Granted, it seems like everything, though, it's not as good as it used to be. But Dorman used to be pretty good stuff. But I think, like a lot of people, they've went out of country with a lot of stuff too. So, you know, it used to be all made in America, and now I don't think as much of it is. I think some of it still is, some of it still isn't. I don't 100% know. I do know this much. I went by their factory when we were in Pennsylvania. We went and hauled a car home for a guy years ago. I say years ago now, but it was a few years back. Hopefully you can see me putting the harness in here. And we drove right by their factory. I don't even remember what town, off what highway we were, but we were somewhere. We were outside. We were in a suburb of Pittsburgh. Not Pittsburgh. I wish it was Pittsburgh. It would have been a heck of a lot closer drive. Philadelphia. Like literally right outside of Philly. We drove past Dorney Amusement Park, which, I mean, I know for a lot of people you're like, that doesn't mean anything to me, but being I'm a coaster person, that helps me. I drove past a bunch of amusement parks that trip that were all closed because it was, I think, the beginning of March, either late February or the first weekend of March. It literally snowed on us while we were there. That was fun. We slept in the truck. And when I say we, me and the wife, we slept in the truck that night. Woke up the next morning to good 4 or 5 inches of snow on the ground at the truck stop, or well, truck stop, at the rest area we crashed at. So it was crazy. All right, but hopefully you can see me fiddling, trying to get this harness to fit all nice and flat in here, and then we'll have to get the boots. All right, that's pushed on. Then push the rubbers in to seal it so it don't leak. Rubber mount sprint. There you go. You heard the snap with me gibbering. I hope you heard it. And then we got to just go all the way in. I know that other one is. Now we just have this last one. Alright. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but there's a click. That puppy's all the way in. And let's see if this one gives me the same amount of problems. Nope. That one went right on. So, just that one. And of course, like I said, I keep pushing it, making sure, but it's on there. And then the inverse of what we did earlier. Click. Latched. Alright. The glow plug portion's done. Now we gotta put back together everything we took apart. Go figure, right? Well, we're gonna try to work on this side. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure. We're going to have to take some of this apart, or if I'm going to be able to sneak it all through down here. I can see a lot of them from down here, but I can't see the harness plug, and I can't get to number, see there's 1, 2, Can't get to, let's see, 5 and 6. That's 7 and 8 there. You can get to them very easily. But we're going to plug away at this, see what we can do. Yeah, that doesn't make me happy. I'm definitely leaking out of the manifolds on this thing. It needs up pipes. I thought so. Yeah, I'll ignore it. I don't want to get that far into this thing. Yeah, solo. That'll be edited. Oh, my phone's gonna, or my phone. My camera's gonna die. Anyways, I went and looked. It was #1 glow plug. And there's a nice gouge back there. Real nice gouge. I don't know how well this is gonna show it. There's a really nice mark right there. Deposits. It's ate into it pretty good. So that's probably why. And it seemed like it faulted more when it was warm than when it was cold. But #1 glow plug was the fault. Hopefully now it'll be no glow plug will be the fault. But we'll see. #1 was the worst that I saw. But some of the other ones weren't looking all that great either. So anyways, that's how you change the glow plugs on a 6.4. Mine has some stuff missing. It's on a weight reduction program. And that's why it made it easier to do some of this, but it's not bad. I mean, like I said earlier, I'm a 7.3 guy. I've done more of those than I ever want to talk about. They're a little more work because you got to take the valve covers off to get to the harnesses and stuff. Get the intercooler piping off if it's Super Duty or if you've added a intercooler. But they're still not the worst things in the world to do. This wasn't bad. Just a little more work, a little more reaching around, a little more cussing and swearing. But we got it done, as you guys saw. So please like, share, and subscribe. Please check out my YouTube channel. Yeah, check out my YouTube channel. Check out my Facebook page for Twin J Racing. Give Copper Cutlass a sub on his YouTube channel. And we will catch you guys in the next one.